Hi everyone, welcome back to Colston River Retreat. So we have a very important day tomorrow. We are getting bees delivered. And so today I'm going to get all my stuff ready to go, make sure I have all my ducks in a row so I can get my bees. And I was down here at my blue shed, getting all my stuff gathered up. It's my temporary bee. I came out of nowhere. My temporary bee working shed. And we have a visitor helping me. Bear's in here. If Bear walks out, I'll bring him up to the camera. But let's talk about what we got to work with. So as you know, I've got both my hives set up with the deep boxes, the bottom cover with a screen in it. It's got a solid board underneath, which we'll take out, and it's got the top cover on. So we have the inner cover that will go on top. And then we have the outer cover, which is already there, the white cover. And then I have my frames filled with foundation. As you can see, we'll have 10 of those. Bye, Bear. You all done? All right, Bear's all done. We have the frames. We have the entry level or entry reducer or access limiting. Okay, got 2 of those. Got our bee brush, smoker, which I still have not lit. I probably should do that. All right, so okay, so we'll try this glove. All right, fits pretty good. Nice and protected. A little bit of breathing fabric. Hopefully the bees can't get through there. All right. Got a bee hood. Beginning to regret not trying this stuff out before the day before the bees get here. Able to slip it on and see what happens. Wow, it's just tight. Oh, it's got a zipper. Probably goes on your finger. It doesn't accidentally slide. Might read the instructions later. All right, let's zip up our face. All right, here we go. Definitely these gloves will be a little overkill. Maybe if I'm wearing a heavier duty undershirt, maybe I'd wear these over top of that or something, but we'll probably just do double duty and I'll wear them over top of these for now. Got big heavy pants, got boots on, they ain't coming in there. Nice and elasticy. Keep it nice and tight up against me. I feel safe. Feel like I'm good. All right, we got our little mason jar feeders. So this will have sugar water, 1 cup of water to 1 cup of sugar. Okay. And then I have a frame holder. So this sits on the hive. So as I'm taking hives off to inspect, I set them here. Okay. And then I've got a couple of these, the hive tools, for getting the frames out to inspect. All right, and I've got more frames that don't have foundation in them. We're gonna leave those alone. All right, so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go down to the beehive location. We're gonna take some frames and put them in both hives so they're ready to go. We'll go ahead and take the inner hoods down with us. We'll go ahead and take the entrance reducers down and get it all ready to go. We'll go get the sugar water made up today and then go from there. Okay, so we're over here at our hives. We got yellow and blue-green, and maybe we ought to come up with the names of these. So if you have a name for it, why don't you throw that in the comments section, and we'll throw some ideas out there for names for our hives. Be creative. All right, that was on the spot too. I didn't even plan that ahead. All right, so we got our deep box. We got the screen in the bottom. We're going to throw 5 frames that are filled with wax foundation. Okay, and then we got our 5 that are going to come with our nukes. We got our inner cover. Hindsight, might have should have painted that. Got our outer cover. And then we got our entrance reducer. And then I've got the feeders. And I'm not sure how that works, because that seems to be blocking the whole entrance. That's the widest opening. So maybe I have to do that. Just for a while they're getting used to it, I guess. Okay. Let's throw this here for now. All right, so we do have a wasp nest in this one. Let's hope the bees do a better job of defending this than I did of protecting it. As excited as I am about bees, don't like wasps. Sure, nature has a purpose, but I don't like them. All right, let's get these 5 frames in. You know, I might have flipped that one upside down. I don't really know, to be honest with you, but that makes more sense. Makes more sense. Because you don't want a lot of gap. You want a narrow space. Because otherwise they'll fill it full of comb. So probably ought to close that up. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go try to make some smoke in my smoker. That way I can have some experience with it. For tomorrow, I got a bunch of pine cones. Let's go give it a try. All right, we're over in the tool shed. We're going to see if we can get this smoker lit. I got pine cones and a few pine needles. I don't have a lot of pine needles, but I do have a lot of pine cones, little bitty baby ones. So we're gonna fill this thing full. And they're pretty dried. I've collected them a while ago and let them been sitting while we've been waiting. And they were all on the ground, so they were fairly dry to begin with. I have watched several YouTube videos about this, as you might expect. And it seems fairly straightforward, but I guess I don't want to use all my pine needles, so I might need some for tomorrow. I got a little torch here. Let's see if we can catch it on fire. Well, it's definitely caught on fire. Okay, let's pump our bellows. Seems to be working. Not sure how long we should give that. Woo! Oh, we got smoke! I might need to move this outside. Oh. Still blowing inside. That's pretty easy. Now what? How do you make it stop? What do you think? You think I have to let it burn out, or? Probably. All right. I didn't stuff a lot of pine cones in there, so maybe it won't burn out forever. You know what? I wonder if that smoke might get rid of some of the wasp I have in here. It's still smoky in there, and I got a big old fan blowing in the corner. All right, this is good smoke.